Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Robyn. I'm a channeler and tarot reader, and this is going to be your May 2025 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We will look at the theme for the month, what's potentially helping you and benefiting you this month, potential challenges, likely outcome, and some guidance from Spirit. So let us move over to the other screen here. Okay, we're going to start off with a Major Arcana from the Good Tarot deck by Colin Baron Reid. This shows me where you're in your cycle. Okay. So, Gemini, for the month of May. Oh, Magician wants to jump out there. For the month of May, what is the theme you are exploring? Okay. We have Empress. This is a beautiful energy to be exploring. Basically, this is talking about unconditional love, unconditional abundance, working with the creative potential of more, okay? The Empress is all about that kind of heart space, okay? Working from your heart, moving with your heart, and kind of being receptive to receive. That's the feminine divine, being in the receiving mode. The masculine divine moves out and takes action with the Emperor, but the Empress receives. So you're looking at new ways of how you can receive more abundance, more creativity into your life, and trusting in the heart space to bring you more creativity and abundance. So let us look at tarot. We're going to do a cross of truth. This is my deck. I have changed the background to a beautiful gold instead. And I'm just waiting for my decks to arrive next week in post before I can advertise them on my website if you're interested in purchasing a deck. I did all the cards myself, painted them all in oil painting, so this deck is very special to me, of course. So we're doing a cross of truth. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay. Current energy is the Hermit. Desire, Nine of Pentacles. Libra just got the Nine of Pentacles in the exact same position. What's working in your favor is the Knight of Pentacles. The challenge is the Emperor. So now we've got the masculine and feminine, right? Divine masculine, divine feminine, Emperor, Empress. So going out and making stuff happen is not really the way to go about it this month for you, Gemini, okay? It's about being receptive to receive. And the outcome is the Three of Cups, right? So reason to celebrate by the end of the month, which is awesome. Right, so as you start off the month, you're in hermit phase, you are sussing things out, you're trying to figure out what the next step is, you've gone within your shell, you're philosophizing, you're kind of making fair judgments on your emotional body, on the world around you and where you sit within it, okay? Don't worry, we will also be clarifying. What's your desire is a Nine of Pentacles, feeling self-sufficient, right? Feeling independent, feeling kind of abundant to the degree that you can share. Now, because this energy, this card is even turned up, it shows me that the energy is in your radar, which means it's actually closer to attract into your life. So it's a beautiful energy, okay? It's really talking about the material world as well. You know, the material, the money, finance, property, that sort of stuff. What resources do I have? And how can I maintain those resources with having a little bit left over to share as well? What's working in your favor is a Knight of Pentacles, right? Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable knight in the deck, okay? It is slow and steady wins the race. It talks about being methodical and practical, one step in front of the next, in front of the next. So even if you're finding that things aren't happening fast enough, know that this month, it's all about the small steps is going to lead you to the reason to celebrate, okay? So timing is key here. The challenge for the month is the Emperor. All you want to do is take the lead on something and make stuff happen, delegate, plan, strategize for the future, which is kind of what you're doing in the beginning of the month, but you're doing it in a bit more of a kind of ethereal way, in a bit more of a sort of spiritual, mental way. This Emperor knows how to take action, right? And this is not going to be really helpful for you this month. You're going to come up against a few pitfalls. So whatever you want to action this month, the big plans, the big things, you may come across a few stumbling blocks, all right? Because what Spirit is saying is that slow and steady wins a race. Don't take any big action. It's a small steps that's really going to serve you this month. By the end of the month, we've got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about celebration, coming together, reunions, having parties, basically reason to kind of dance around and celebrate, all right? For those of you who do kind of work with magic, the end of the month is serving you even better, particularly if you can get a few people involved. Okay, we're talking good magic here. We're talking good stuff. Because I have depicted these as witches, but I have never given that message before. So that's obviously meant for somebody. Okay. Also about when you talk about threes, it's about creativity. It's about equilibrium. It's about kind of harmonizing. Okay. So whatever you want to achieve, harmony is really, really important, and taking the time until you get the people on board to help you achieve that. Because particularly if you started the month off kind of in a very sort of solitary energy, it's not going to be the same by the end of the month. The end of the month, you're going to be kind of around a lot of people more so, okay? And that's what the Empress is bringing to you, saying, okay, well, it's all good and well to be in our shell and to take that time to reflect, which is good and very, very positive, but we can't always be in the inhalation mode. We sometimes need to be in the exhalation mode, where we are expressing ourselves and connecting with other people. Okay, so let us clarify these cards for you. Gemini. So how can you learn to be more receptive this month? Under the Hermit, we have the Seven of Cups. Under the Nine of Pentacles, we've got the Two of Cups. Under the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Ace of Cups. Under the Emperor, we have the Ten of Cups. And under the Three of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so as we start the month off, the Hermit, you're really looking at your options moving forward. We have a lot of love going on over here, okay? So we're dealing with matters of the heart this month, more so than anything else. Your options, you're looking at multiple options there, and you're having to think about it. In fact, you should be that way, because the Hermit's actually looking at those cups, and so is that gentleman over there. The cups are display different projects, different ideas, different concepts, different belief systems, but all connected to the heart space, right? Because the heart space is connected to the emotional body as well. Emotions are water, right? You're looking at all the options here for you, and you're kind of sussing things out. What really means something to you? What you want, right, is you are looking for, there's a couple of things going on here. If you are not in a relationship and you do not want a relationship in your life, right? So this is going to be different for different people, because it's a general reading. For those of you who are really quite happy in their independence, the deeper desire here is to be connecting with your higher self, okay? To be looking at the people around you, reflecting back to you, more information, more depth, and more self-discovery, okay? Because the Two of Cups can be, like soulmate energy, but it can also be connecting with your higher self, your divine self, right? It's a very independent energy. This is kind of connection coming from two different points of view and meeting in the middle. Now, for those of you who are kind of looking for love, or even if you are in a relationship, you are wanting more independence within the relationship, but you still want to have that open communication. You're still wanting to kind of allow each other to breathe in the relationship, allow each other to kind of come together and unite, but also be self-sufficient and self-satisfied enough to be able to go, well, I've still got my own ideas which I would like to explore, but then I want to come back in the middle again. Okay, so it's about kind of being more open with your relationship in the sense that there's less expectations, less conditions, and more unconditional love, which is what Empress is. Okay, so for those of you who this could also be ensuring that someone close to you, a relationship doesn't have to be romantic now, right? Is kind of on board with you wanting to embrace a level of independence, right? Financial independence, self-sufficiency. You want someone on board to be, you want someone in your arena to be on board with that decision that you've made, okay? Now, what's working in your favor is a Knight of Pentacles. You are going to get your heart's desire. It is coming in for you, but it's coming in slow. Okay, so that is really, timing is really key here for you for this month, Gemini. That Ace of Cups is overflowing with love. Okay, it's like something that a new idea, a new concept that really gets lifts your heart and makes you want to sing and dance for joy. Okay, it's in your energy field. It's coming on in, but it's going to be slow. And the way to bring it is to take practical steps forward for that. So, for example, if some of you are looking for love, right, then this would be very slow steps on kind of like making sure that within yourself, you love yourself enough, because you can't expect anyone else to love you unconditionally unless you love yourself unconditionally, right? That's number one. Number two is like, okay, well, what do I need to do to kind of bring more of that into my life? I need to put myself out there. I need to go out, be a little bit more social, all right? For others of you, it could be those practical steps of if you're wanting to reconcile or rekindle a past friendship, that's the thing to do. For others of you, there's this like heart's desire of a particular project or working situation that you really, really, really love, that you would love to do for the rest of your life, you know, something you're totally in love with. Again, it's small, slow, methodical steps this month. Keep it practical, okay? The challenge is that the Emperor here is clarified by the Ten of Cups, meaning that you want to just get going with this. You just want to run with the idea, right? You just want to implement everything, take action on everything, because you know it's going to be a heart's desire, right? You want that ultimate happy ever after, but it takes time. Ooh, my light has gone off. I beg your pardon. Okay. You just want to you want to hurry up with it, but it's not the time to be going out and doing it. It's the time to be receiving it. Okay, so the Ten of Cups talks about ultimate fulfillment. For some of you who are looking for love, you are wanting that divine Emperor. Male or female doesn't matter. We embrace both energies within ourselves, right? But you're not going to get the happy ever after immediately. It's about kind of ascertaining where the balance lies, where ensuring that there are no like power struggles in the relationship, which often there are, okay? Ensuring that you have your independence, being on the same page, and that new level of a relationship that you want to bring into your life does take time, right? So it's not a flick of a switch and now everything is, hunky-dory. It takes time. By the end of the month, we've got the Three of Cups, and it's clarified with the Nine of Swords, okay? So there is reason to celebrate as long as you can get outside of your mind and not think that you're trapped in a particular situation. The Nine of Swords can sometimes be like a self-sabotaging energy where you feel a little bit anxious and a little bit trapped, like there's no forward motion, right? One of the key things to do that, particularly if the mind is kind of making you a prisoner in the head, is to simply go out dancing. I mean, is that literal, that figurative? That's figurative because it is working with the figures, right? Loosen up that energy. This is a time to kind of connect with other people because the time frame that you've spent reflecting has now passed, right? You've done the reflecting, you've ascertained what it is you desire, You've worked out, okay, these things take time. Now's the time to receive, not to take action, and allow the universe to sort of plop it in along my path, right? And by the end of the month, I'm not going to stress about it. Instead, I'm going to enjoy what I have in the here and now. So, right. Gemini, let us get a message from Spirit and see what they have to say. What advice do you have, please, for Gemini for May 2025? Okay, no, sorry, there was too many cards there. Let's keep it simple. Just one card, please. I knew this card would come out. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Okay, that's the card I was thinking of when I saw this card. Okay, there is it's the easiest thing to do to get out of a rut in the mind, right? Or even emotionally, but in the mind, is to play on some music, turn all the lights on, go naked if you want to, right? And just dance like nobody's watching. That is a very easy trick to change our energies, right? But dancing with life is really kind of rejuvenating and enjoying the here and now with that heart space, okay? So if there's something, if things are taking too long, or if you're finding that you're looking for love but no love is coming in just yet, find a way to enjoy the here and now, because those energies that you feel in the here and now are perpetual. That which you focus on now, you receive more of, okay? So there are very simple tricks that you can do to shift that energy, okay? Sometimes we can't always shift it in the mind. We need the mind to make the decision of it, but we can't always do it immediately, all right? So there's an easy trick for you to try out. So Gemini, I really hope that helped for you. I hope it resonated. Sorry that my light's gone off. Sorry that I look like I've got a bit of jaundice. It's a new setup that I'm trying out, and I still need to tamper with the ISO for the lighting. So I don't have jaundice. I haven't been tangoed, but have a beautiful month, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.